about 3:30 right now, which is 100% too late to be doing what I'm doing. Hopefully I have enough time today. Sick car, bro. So there are a lot of ways up Lone Peak, especially if you get creative. Today though, I'm on the Trail of the Eagle, is what this is called, which one, I think is a really cool name, and two, this kind of works out as a good way to set the southern boundary of sorts for the Every Single Trail project. You can see off in the distance there, Salt Lake City. All the trails that are within the field of vision of Salt Lake City, with Lone Peak being the furthest south peak. Basically behind this ridge that I'm hiking up kind of disappears out of that field of vision. So that's why I'm here. Well, I tell you what, oh, whoops, podcast on, Rich roll. Well, I tell you what, this is a very steep trail. You can see pretty much just rises straight up from the valley floor. I feel like 80% of the time that I come across snakes, I first notice them by like very nearly stepping on them. Hey dude, you want to let me by? I'm in a little willow drainage right now. It's really cool. Saw some deer, saw some people camping. I kind of spooked them and weirded them out when I came by. This, just as always for me, is where the trail gets a little less clear, but we got a couple cairns. Yeah, finding the way. Yeah, buddy. Whoops, did the podcast thing again. Yeah, buddy. There we go, finally. Actually getting to see the peak. There she is. And what a cool gate to see it through. That's sick, dude. I've been up here on Lone Peak a handful of times. What's neat about today is that it's a new to me trail, but it's revisiting actually one of my favorite places. I've also been up here on skis. Actually, the last time I was here was on skis. There we go, right below the summit here. Wow. That's one of my favorite things in the world, is howling like a wolf from the top of a mountain. Also with that wolf howl, I got a reply. Something coming from this side, from the Bells Canyon side. Something, maybe coyotes. They've been yipping ever since I let one go. So unfortunately, I can't hang out up here on the summit for too long. Looking east off the top alone right now, I'll show you guys a couple of the ski descents here. This right here, the super obvious chute that ends in that V, is the Northeast Couloir, and that's like a super classic ski descent. The last time I was up here, I skied a line on this ridge right there. You can kind of see it exits over, it just turns into like an abyss right there. Woo! Pretty crazy to think you can go ski all that with how much rock's on there. I think it's hard to put words to, but like getting to see this place in the summer and reminisce on like skiing that line makes that day skiing more special, but then also like skiing that makes today more special, you know? Yeah, I've been up here a handful of times in the summer too. I was up here twice when I was doing the Whirl, and then I've been here quite a few times as well, scouting for the Whirl, and also the Whirl stands for Wasatch Ultimate Ridge Link Up. It's a lot to explain, but basically it's just a huge horseshoe traverse of Little Cottonwood Canyon. Depends who you ask, like 36, 37 miles or so. I topped out right about 7:30 or so, which works out. That was like kind of my like approximate turnaround time anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be racing the light. But I figure I'll have like pretty good afterglow at the least until like 9:30 or so. So that'll be good. And I got a headlamp, but I do want to get home, go to bed. Made it back to my truck. That was a late one, but it was really, really cool coming down at sunset and over the city. Also, today's Pioneer Day, so got to watch fireworks erupting over the whole city. And that was a solid Friday night right there. Obviously, I got down really late last night, so I figured I'd show you now the shoe that I was wearing last night. This is the Salomon Cross Hike. It's a new hiking boot from them. Normally, I wear a trail runner, but this year I'm coming back to running from a long time away due to injury, so just trying to be cautious of the miles that I'm running. And as a result, I've been hiking a lot lately, and I'm definitely liking this shoe so far. It's an evolution of the Speed Cross, one of the most popular trail running shoes from Salomon, a shoe that I've worn quite a bit. The traction on these is insane. Huge lugs on there, really nice. Actually, it feels like a pretty low profile boot, even though it is a mid, but like for last night, because it was a little bit of a longer mission, it was nice to have some ankle support on them. So yeah, liking them so far. And while I'm here, I might as well say, if you find this video looking for beta for Lone Peak, don't start hiking at 3:30 p.m. Hopefully that goes without saying, but I had a headlamp, and even though I was wearing hiking boot, I ran a little bit of the way down just to make the most of the light that I did have.